Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. We're excited that you've joined us as we have a conversation.
It's time to join the conversation.
Okay, welcome back to Hardheaded Podcast. We're with you for another week. This is episode 152. My name is Chet Sears. We've got Troy, Three-Shot Trussell, and Matt Amos with us as always. We're going to hear what's on Troy's mind, and we're going to talk about the top three drummers. It's been a while since we've been in the musical category with our top three list, and we're going to talk about the top three drummers.
Drum roll, please.
And then Matt's going to close us out with a good word. So, Troy, what is on your mind?
Man, I got a treat for you, Chet.
Me?
Yeah, and all of our listeners.
But not for Matt.
Well, no, Matt doesn't really care.
Okay. You get left out. I wish I was getting left out, but you're the one getting left out.
I'm bringing back, I don't get it, win.
Oh, you're going to go through things I don't get.
Things I don't, so if you got a list, you got one or two, you want to bring it up.
I think I only added one to my list since then, and I got to save it.
I've got 5.
Troy's things I don't get. I just don't get.
I just don't get it.
This is growing. It's a movement.
It's a movement.
I do like it. I started this list from, that podcast.
Yeah.
The last one you had. And just every time I saw something stupid, I was like, stupid ought to hurt. Still think we need to get that t-shirt.
We may.
All right. Number 1. And these are in no particular order. I don't get it when people share a Facebook page or a Facebook call handle or whatever they're called. Like a husband and wife, like Troy and Hannah Trussell, as one page.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't understand that.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you have a shared page,
there's a level of accountability there.
There is a level of accountability, but are you scared that your husband or wife?
Maybe there's been some issues in the past, and that's how they get around it.
Or
delete your whole page. Just get off of social media.
Or see, now you're talking.
Just get
it
out of there.
If it's that kind of a deal.
If you don't
do everybody has access to my phone, like my spouse has access to my phone. Look at everything I got, all the messages are there.
Absolutely.
That's cool. We don't need the same account for you to do that.
Exactly.
So let's see where you are.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
If it's an issue, you don't need it.
Yeah, if it's an issue, if it could cost you your marriage,
get rid of it.
Cut it off, throw it out, pluck it out.
Cut it out.
Emasculate it.
Emasculate it.
Cut off the manhood all the way.
All the way. Don't just circumcise it.
Get rid of it. All right.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Man.
I'm with you.
All right. I'm really liking this.
He's getting fired up now.
It's fun. I'm fired up over here.
Yeah.
Man.
That was just the first one, Troy. You got 4 more.
Whew, I'm sweating in here. All right. Number 2. Dudes on motorcycles that play their music at plus 1,000.
Yeah, and it's Harley guys.
And it's usually okay kind of music, but nobody needs to hear it.
Okay, I'm thinking of things that I don't get that I'm just going to save them though.
Save them, bro.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Look, your motorcycle's loud enough. I don't need to hear your music too.
I work on the 3rd floor of this building.
Yeah.
When they drive up and down the street out here, it's like the radio is in my office.
If you want to listen to the radio, don't drive your motorcycle.
Yes. All right. Good stuff.
Or get the sound control. Like my truck. When I speed up, my radio gets louder automatically. When I slow down, it gets quieter. You need that on your motorcycle, bruh. Because you have to have it that loud when you're rolling real loud. But then when you come to a stop, nobody needs it that loud.
It's like my car has, like, when you slow down.
Yeah, the automatic volume control
turns down. Yeah.
Motorcycles need that. And in the meantime, turn it down when you stop.
I'm okay. Like, I understand the loud muffler thing too. They say,
And look, if you're out on the open road, you're going down Highway 177.
Get after it, bro.
Yeah.
Crank the music
But just back off.
Yeah.
When you're in the city at a stop sign.
What color was the motorcycle?
I didn't go look.
How did you know it was a motorcycle that had the noise?
you can tell. You can tell when it's in a truck or a car or a motorcycle.
Now you're just saying things that aren't true.
You know things I don't get when Matt tries to come in and ruin somebody's things I don't get list.
That's right.
I was going to say, because there's 2 motorcycles in town that I know of that have really loud sound systems on them, and I know both the guys who own them.
No, there's a lot more than 2.
If there's
2 that are really loud.
If there's only 2,
There's 2 that are really loud.
then your 2 buddies are driving up and down
That have
Douglas.
this- that
Well,
have-
you don't even live here, man.
That have
you
the
don't even live in
subwoofers.
Wichita.
That have subwoofers in the saddlebags.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. Wow.
Sorry.
Oh.
There's not too many of those riding around town.
All right. So, number 3, different kind of bike, a bicycle. Okay, we're not talking about motorcycles.
Yeah.
We're talking about bicycles, which some of these have motors on them now, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't get it when they ride their bicycles in the street when there's a sidewalk
I'm with you.
that you could be on.
I'm with you.
You're slowing down traffic. I'm having to go, 15 miles an hour, and I can't get over because other cars are wondering why the heck
Yep.
I'm slowing down. It's because this idiot right in front of me won't get on the sidewalk.
Now they're legally allowed
I know.
to be on the streets, but they also don't abide by traffic laws.
Oh, yeah.
Like they'll ride through the crosswalk through a red light,
Right.
and then get back in the street. Nope, you can't do it. You can't have it both ways, bicycle riders.
You should have to get a ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pull them over.
Yeah. Idiots.
Share the road. That's all I got to say. Don't be a jerk.
Number 4. I don't get it when people block the elevator exit while they're waiting to get on the elevator. Stand aside, people.
Yeah, and it happens with subways too. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't doubt that.
there are people trying to get off that they need to get off before you get on.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. I'm with you on that, dude. This is a great list.
Thank you.
This is a very good list. You have it all the time because your elevator here in your downtown
Yeah.
high-rise studio.
Can't even, there's usually people coming down from the 5th and 6th floors when I'm trying to leave, and it'll ding and open, and I'll, be standing to the side, and somebody will almost always try to walk out, and because they think, they're on the first floor already, and they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, no worries. I was waiting to see if somebody was going to get off.
Right. That's what you do when a door's about to
That's what
open.
you do. Yeah. So.
You need to make it awkward and go. Like if you're on the elevator and you're going down to the first floor, it opens up. You just go. No matter what. If there's somebody standing there, they're going to get run into. And then they're going to stop doing that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah. If you're waiting, you get out of the way. But if you're on the elevator, it's time to get off.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I will say the nice thing about this building is, though, doesn't really happen that often here.
Yeah.
People are pretty nice about it.
Today, at the airport, I was getting off the tram, and there were and it was a wall of people, but there's some right in the middle, and I just walked straight up to them and stopped. Like, you have to move. Like, I'm not moving. I'm trying to get off this train. You're gonna have to move.
Yeah.
And just stood there, and they were like, and then they went one way. And I'm like, look, dude, we got to get off. There's more than just me trying to get off this thing.
This one I agree with.
Yeah.
You agree with them all.
I can't stand people that stand there, especially Atlanta and Orlando. Airports are huge on their trams for this. People just standing right in front, waiting to get on. I'm like, move. Get out of the way.
There's one airport that I go to. I can't remember where, but it has on the floor, stand here if you're waiting to get on. And then it has on the sides at an angle. And then it's an arrows getting people will exit this way. So just trying to educate people. Don't be in the way.
Yeah. Because they know it's a problem. God. All right. And the last one, I don't get it when people comment on a video post that they didn't have to watch.
Yeah, any social media post. Like,
Right. Especially, and what I mean by that is negative commenting.
yeah.
Like, you didn't have to watch it. It's just a short little reel. It just takes a little thumb swipe up and it's gone. Like, forget about it. Don't be a jerk.
In fact, if you comment, you're going to get more of them in your feed.
Exactly.
So if you didn't like it, shut up.
Exactly.
And it may not show up again.
Yeah, the one I got recently, I did a live local video in the car, eating some food like I normally do.
Yeah.
And he's like, somebody commented, "Oh God, here we go again, another foodie in their eating in their car, doing a car video, blah, whatever."
Did you respond?
I was like, "Yeah, man, I've been doing this for 4 years. Where you been?" Something like
No,
that.
dude. Respond in kind. You're like, oh yeah, another commenter talking. Oh, here we go with another foodie. You have your role, I have mine. Great job.
That's good.
We're both here just supporting actors in this society.
Yeah. Hey man, you're not the main character in this Facebook reel right now. Okay, so just learn to support.
Just get out. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Anyway.
This is fun. You're going to be writing things down, observing things. People are going to start texting you things they don't get, like it happens to me.
Good, man. Text me if you got my number. If there's something you don't get, I'll put it on my list.
And
Go
then
for it.
we're going to take a little quick commercial break and come back and talk about our top 3 drummers. And then Matt's going to give us a good word.
Are you driving traffic to your website? Do you have an engaging homepage? Better yet, does your homepage have a video? We recently created a video for a client about his business and the services they provide. Since he placed the video on the homepage of their website, he has had a number of clients specifically say they decided to use his services because of that video. At Trussell Media, we help businesses create engaging videos to host on their websites, email to clients, and use in their social media marketing. Contact us if you're interested in creating a video for your homepage today. TrussellMedia.com. Fill out the form at TrussellMedia.com/contact. Let us help you tell your story through video.
And we're back. Top 3.
Do you ever watch the Great British Baking Show?
I do not. I quit watching cooking shows.
Why'd you do that?
It drives me nuts.
Why, man? They're so soothing.
No, they're not. Because most all have turned into competition shows, and they're all like, "Oh, we're not going to let you know until after we get back from the break." Like, this is dumb.
The Great British Baking Show is nothing like all the American ones.
I don't care. I don't need to get into cooking shows anymore.
And they don't even win like a money prize. They just win a trophy. That's it.
Hey, look, I cut all that stuff out of my life. I'm not going back to it.
Anyway, it's fantastic.
Top 3 drummers, Matt.
You would watch
British shows.
baking.
We beat them.
Dude, there's so many good things you can bake.
All right. Number 3. Steven Adler,
Okay.
Guns N' Roses.
Welcome to the jungle.
I knew he would know.
Yep.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I knew you did.
He was only their drummer
For short?
one album.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
maybe
hold on.
2.
No, hold on.
Because then they got...
Hold on.
You know what?
I didn't look
Of
at
all
that.
the people listening to this episode right now, you're the only 2 that care. They're still in shock that this guy made the list.
From 85 to 90.
yeah, right before Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 came out. So...
Man, we should have plugged up our phones for this episode. That would have been awesome. Yeah. We got fired up.
All right, yeah, he's good. I wouldn't say he was one of the best, but he's number 3 on your list, so I respect that, Matt.
That was like some of my first rock and roll was Guns N' Roses.
Heck yeah, dude.
And then listening
Mine too.
to that jam and the beat, and it's always the beat that
Boom.
fires me up. That's what I
Okay.
like.
All right.
So he had to get the shout out. Number 2, I've talked about him before, Travis Barker.
Travis Barker from
Yep.
Blink 182.
Yep, and just Travis Barker as himself, not even 182. It could be Travis Barker and Busta Rhymes. I played that video for you before.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like it. I don't get it. I'm like, that dude's just rapping so fast, but each one of those are an actual word that he is saying. If you slow it down.
We don't have to turn this
Those
into
are-
me. I'm
those
not
are
the main
words.
character here. Let's talk about Travis Barker.
You're the
Wait,
supporting
we talking
role.
about top 3 rappers or drummers?
Yeah.
I'm
So
confused.
drummers, but Travis Barker did a video with Busta Rhymes and Yellow Wolf and a few other rappers where he's providing the drum beat, and
I'll take a real drum over a mechanical drum beat any day.
and he's just sitting in there, and I mean
yeah.
his feet, it's insane how fast his feet are moving to try to stay with the rhythm of as fast as Busta Rhymes is rapping. It's crazy. And then number 1, Chad Smith.
It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You just like him because he looks like Will Ferrell.
No, but that's how
that battle.
that is a great battle, right? So, but that's kind of the first way that I was introduced to him because I'm not a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, and so I saw that, and I was like, "Dang, that dude can beat those drums," you know.
good,
and then lately, there's been some more videos of him going around where they'll play him a track with no drum in it whatsoever. They just play him the words and the music, and then he creates the beat.
Yeah, there's a ton of this out there.
Yeah.
with more than just him.
Right.
Yeah,
But just the way he comes up with it, the way he reads it, and just automatically can just pick it up, and he's like, "Oh, this is 3/3 time," and blah 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 blah, and just starts jamming to it. I'm like, I respect that greatly.
I came across that one after I had gone down a rabbit hole of stuff you would enjoy, Troy.
Yeah.
Classical drummers, like a jazz drummer, like a small kit kind of setup, listening to Tool.
Oh yeah.
And they listen to the track without the drums,
I've
and then
seen
they
a
have
lot
to
of
come up with
those.
They do like heavy metal stuff.
Dude, yeah.
Anyway,
That's my top 3.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go number 3. Neil Peart.
I knew it.
Rush.
Rush
I knew it.
He
I
was-
knew you were
Dude.
going to bring that up.
is awesome. Not only
on my honorable mention.
did he play the drums, he wrote a lot of the lyrics to the songs and actually would set up the themes for their albums based on some of the lyrics and the songs that he was developing.
Tom Sawyer.
Dude, I love it. It sounds good. And I think that especially the remastered stuff, and we're going to get into this on my number 2, John Bonham from Led Zeppelin. Their stuff remastered is so much better. Their recording of the original albums don't give the drums justice. He does awesome, but some of their stuff, even their live albums, have better sounding drums than some of their original stuff. But John Bonham with Led Zeppelin, he kills it. And if you think, I love, a lot of times the drums like take over and go into, and then you have the guitar and bass. With Zeppelin, it's typically the guitars that are leading off, and then the drums come in, and it's pretty awesome. And then number 1, Carter Beauford, Dave Matthews, started playing as a professional drummer at the age of, take a guess,
5.
Matt.
No idea.
9. Matt got closest. At 9, he started playing, and then gets going with the Dave Matthews Band. He's got a crazy kit. Dude is ambidextrous. Wears golf gloves to help hold on to the sticks. Chews bubble gum, and sings background vocals with all that crazy stuff that he's got going on.
His drum set is
Blows me away.
it's insane how
And,
large it is.
While I was doing some research for this, I found a video where he goes through why he has everything there too. He's like, this is the snare. This is the snare that I use. It's a 14-inch, and I use such and such a heads. And the drum technician that hand makes my snares was John Bonham's drum technician, and such and such. And then I have an 8-inch tom, and then I have a 10-inch, a 12-inch, and then I have a 15-inch over here, and then I do this and this cymbal. And it's like a 20-minute long video because he's just going through why I have it, what sound it brings, what I want to do with this, the way he thinks about all that through, and he does specific things that other drummers don't do because he's trying to be a little bit different. which I think is pretty cool as well. But to do all of that, and then sing, and if you watch him, he's blowing bubbles in between singing lyrics while he's playing all that crazy stuff. I think, in my opinion, just one of the best there is. All right, Troy, what you got, man?
Number 3, I have Carter Beauford.
Yes.
Dave Matthews Band. Fantastic. Number 2, I have Dave Grohl.
Nirvana.
Started with Nirvana.
Foo
He
Fighters.
was the original founder of Foo Fighters.
You know where he gets his inspiration from on drumming?
Yes, I do.
Bonham?
No. Disco funk.
Disco funk music. He stated once that if you listen to all the Nirvana drum beats, a lot of them are disco.
Yeah.
Like disco beats.
Yep.
If you take out all the grunge guitar and everything, it's
Yeah.
a disco beat drum. Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He single-handedly wrote and played every instrument for that first Foo Fighters album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
That album is him playing everything.
he went into the studio, and I don't know if it's him playing everything recorded. He might have had some other band members or some other instrumentalists come in and finish the album with him, but I know he wrote and
Each piece. So he may have sent you a guitar track. I need you to come in and play this. And then you come in and play it, but he wrote it.
But for that whole album. And then he did it as like, man, I got all this in my head. Nirvana, Kurt's dead. Nirvana just broke up. I got all this in my head. I got to get it out somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it just happened to be this hit, and
Excuse me.
Foo Fighters were created. Number 1, I think he's the most incredible drummer alive today. He's just fantastic. Danny Carey of Tool.
Okay.
It's incredible the different beats he can keep with his hands and his feet.
appendages.
That's where his 4 appendages. Like, it's incredible because I played in a few bands and had the same drummer in 2 bands, and we played a few Tool songs, and we'd always try to play more. And Chris would just be drumming, and it would come to a certain part in the song, and he'd mess up on certain songs. He's like, I don't know how this dude does this. Like, I can't figure it out,
Yeah.
And of course, Chris didn't have this huge set like Danny does. It's not as big as Carter's, but it's got a lot of stuff on it, and man, the dude's just incredible. And he's a cool dude too, because on YouTube he'll hug fans and he'll play with fans at different things, and he's just a really down to earth cool guy. So
Sweet.
But yeah, he's number 1 in my book, man. He's fantastic.
All right, go check him out. Our top 3 drummers. Matt, why don't you give us a good word? Close this episode out.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to go with today, Chet. I had a couple, and
All right,
man. So I think I'm going to go with Proverbs 15:1, and I think I've used this one before, but it's most of my good words. I don't know if you guys have realized are more of a not so much a good word to other people, but kind of my daily reminder devotion to myself. And so Proverbs, I can't say that word right. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. I mean, we can go on to the second verse. The tongue of the wise commands knowledge, but the mouths of fools pour out folly.
There's so much good stuff in Proverbs.
Oh, I mean, it's like it's a book of Proverbs. But I'm one of those people I have to constantly remind myself, because I'm not very quick-witted, but I'm very quick at comebacks. And I'm very good at putting jabs in there when I do it.
Yeah. Not soft.
Not soft. And I've got to, and I've been trying to do better at not putting those out. I mean, because I'll do it with, people at work or anybody, really. I'm playing video games with somebody. I'm going to do it to them.
Yes.
As I'm playing video games. And, even my wife and kids sometimes, it's like it comes out before I can even stop myself. And so that one is just a reminder to me. The good word today would be, I don't even know what the good word on that would be, but would
slow.
Be slow, I guess would be.
Don't drum out the angry words.
What is it when they do the really fast?
Drum roll?
Drum roll.
It's not a roll. There's a specific word for it.
Drum roll.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Like
Yeah.
when somebody says that,
Yeah.
is that what you mean?
But you want to do a slow roll. You don't want to just all of a sudden just be right into it. I don't know.
You're in a crescendo?
Crescendo. There we go.
Yeah.
That's get louder though. That's not get faster. I don't know.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not finding the right musical word
Yeah,
for
you're-
your good word.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Now see, right there, I should have listened to my own.
Hey, now, kids, that's not what you want to do. That's exactly what
That's
you don't want
exactly
to do.
the opposite of what the good word is supposed to be. But anyway,
Thank you, Matt.
Proverbs 15:1.
Check yourself before you speak.
Before you speak,
That's
so you don't
basically-
wreck yourself.
That's right. So thank you for joining us. We'll hear from you next week, or you'll hear from us.
Thanks for listening to the Hardheaded Podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast with others to help us get the word out.
Also, if you haven't yet, please rate and review the show. This helps our podcast show up in other people's suggested shows that may or may not have listened to us before.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.